What if I told you that being a US citizen no longer guarantees you'll stay one? Yes, even if you've been naturalized for years, even if you did everything right. In July 2025, a quiet but powerful shift happened, and the truth is, most Americans still don't know about it. The US government now has a new way to revoke citizenship faster, more quietly, and without a criminal trial. If you got your green card through marriage, or if you've ever had a visa overstay, a DUI, or even made a small error on your forms, this is something you need to know about. In June 2025, the Department of Justice introduced what's called civil denaturalization. It allows the government to strip naturalized citizens of their status through civil courts instead of criminal ones. Normally, to take away someone's citizenship, prosecutors had to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, a very high standard. But under the civil process, they just need to show there's a strong possibility that you lied or left something out, even if it was unintentional. There's no jury, no public trial, and you don't automatically get a lawyer unless you hire one yourself. Already, several people have lost their US citizenship this way. Some had been citizens for over a decade. They weren't charged with new crimes. Instead, old mistakes, forgotten details, or minor omissions from years ago came back to haunt them. One man lost his citizenship for failing to mention a small arrest from 2004. A woman had hers revoked after her marriage-based green card was re-examined and deemed suspicious, even though she'd been divorced for years. These aren't isolated cases. They're examples of how the rules have changed quietly and permanently. Then comes something called H.R. 875, a new bill that recently passed the House. It says that undocumented immigrants with even one DUI should face automatic deportation. Now, you might think this doesn't apply to citizens, but immigration attorneys are warning this could be just the beginning. History shows enforcement often starts with one group and expands to others. If you had a DUI before applying for a green card or citizenship, or if your record was sealed or expunged, it could still be used against you under the new civil review process, especially if it wasn't disclosed. Travel has also become more risky for those with complex immigration histories. In 2025, U.S. Customs and Border Protection can pull up your entire immigration file when you re-enter the country. They can ask about a visa from over a decade ago, your old job, your ex-spouse, or your travel history. They can even request to search your phone. If your answers don't perfectly match what's in your file, or if something raises suspicion, you might be referred for secondary inspection. That's where cases are quietly flagged, and investigations for civil denaturalization often begin, even for people who already hold U.S. passports. Now, this doesn't mean everyone is at risk, but it does mean it's time to be proactive. If you're a naturalized citizen, file a Freedom of Information Act request, a FOIA, to see what's in your USCIS and CBP records. Review your old applications carefully for any mistakes or missing details. If you've ever had a visa issue, a DUI, or complications with a marriage-based green card, consider avoiding international travel until you've reviewed everything with an immigration attorney. It's also smart to prepare a status folder. Keep your naturalization certificate, your real ID, and copies of your past forms in one safe place. That way, if questions ever come up, you have all your records ready. And yes, even just one consultation with an immigration lawyer can make a huge difference. A quick 30-minute review today could save you from years of stress down the line. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Most immigrants and naturalized citizens are honest, hard-working people who followed every rule, but when government policies shift and enforcement becomes more aggressive, silence can be dangerous. The best thing you can do is stay informed, protect your paperwork, and know your rights. If this video helped you understand what's really happening, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss the next important update.